welcome to my channel.
Did you just hit your sister? Yeah, but she started it. Say sorry. I'm sorry. Say it like you mean it. I'm sorry. No, say it like you mean it. But I just did. Say it like you mean it. I'm so sorry. Was that better?
If it's your first time here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're gonna start with this yarn, the eraser. Okay, okay guys, so I'm just gonna grab that and I'm gonna grab some yarn. Nice yarn. So this one is not a center pull ball. I can't actually find the other tip, so yeah, I'm just using this one. So you're gonna start with a chain for a loop. You can actually use the magic circle if you would like, but I'm using chain for a loop. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start with a chain 4, so you can use the magic circle instead. So 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Now we have a chain 4. We're going to slip stitch into our very first chain to create a loop. Now we're gonna chain 1, and now what we're gonna do is we're going to work 6 single crochets inside of that hole. Okay, so hopefully you know how to do the chain 4. So we're doing single crochets for now. So 1, 2, 3. Already did 6 single crochets. What we're gonna do is we're going to slip stitch inside of your very first single crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6. So right in there. There we go. Now we're done with that. So yeah. Now we're gonna chain 1 just to secure. What we're gonna do now is we're going to start from the stitch we just slip stitch into, and we're gonna work 2 single crochets inside of each stitch all the way across. So start from the stitch you just slip stitched into and work 2 single crochets inside of that. So 2. So now after that you're going to slip stitch into your very first single crochet. So inside of that, come on, I have to make this video. I'm taking so much time now. Far as I can do. There we go. Now we're gonna do is we're gonna yarn it through and just straight through the loop on our hook. There we go. And now what we're gonna do through and just straight through the loop on our hook. There we go. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to start from the stitch we just slipped it into again, and we're gonna do one single crochet into each stitch all the way across, okay? So you just have to push it in. All the way across. And you're gonna do that for about 4 rounds. Or maybe 5 rounds if you would like. So I'm just doing 4 rounds for today. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm done with my 4 rounds of just doing one single crochet into each stitch all the way across. So it must look like that. Something like this. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change color now. We're gonna get our bit of white. Where's the tip? Okay, there we go. So just a little bit. We're just gonna do that for the other part of the pencil. I don't know what you call that. You can just see that like gold part actually. So we're gonna join our yellow yarn with the chaining. So we're gonna chain and just bring our yellow yarn and just pull this yarn. Red, kind of pinkish red yarn. But the color of this, the original color of this is sunset red. It says sunset red. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're not really gonna do that much in there. What we're gonna do is we're going to go inside of the stitch we just slip stitch into, and into each stitch we're gonna slip stitch into each of them. So slip stitch into each of those chains. Okay. So next stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. So that must look like that. Next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch. So you won't be needing our red anymore. Get that? And this, we can just use that as a yarn strip. So just put it nice deep down, like that. Okay, so next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch, and yeah, that's the end. Now we're gonna slip stitch back into it, but instead of doing that, we want to slip stitch into our little mini chain one right over there. I should have not made that small. Dang, just managed to do that. But what I did instead of doing that, I just slip stitch into my yellow color. Just like that. So just slip stitch into there if you think you can't go in your chain one. And do a slip stitch like that. And now what you're gonna do is you're going to grab your blue yarn, put this red yarn away, out of here, and just gonna make it nice and tight. There we go. I'm just gonna put it back. And it's nice shell. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna chain one with our blue now. Get our blue. And we're gonna chain one with that. Long. Let's put it nice and tight. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work one single crochet into each stitch. So what stitch are we going to? Okay, that's the question. So the answer to that is we're going to find that there's red little V's over there. So you can see those leftover red V's on the top of the yellow. So the yellow is on the side, but in the top you'll see those little red V's, those stitches. So you're gonna go inside of that first red V over there, together with that yellow V on the side. Just find the top, and you must see the red V. You're gonna work one single crochet into each of those red V's and just slip stitch into your very first one. Okay, so I'll see you at the end of that. Okay guys, so here's a trick if you're having a very hard time going to those little red V's over there on the top. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reverse it. I already reversed it in my case, like that. And now you just see the red V's, and just go on and work that out. Just go inside the red V and work a single crochet. And after that first single crochet, you want to flip that back again, okay? In case if something bad might happen. So make sure you're going to the right stitch. Perfect. So perfect. And now we can just simply cut our yellow. Like that. And yeah. Now we're just working on that. So we just go on. Nice and cool. And just work one single crochet into each stitch across, all the way across. Okay. Okay, so now I slip stitched into there. I slipped it back inside of that. Looks a little messy, but in the outside it's nice and good. Okay. Now you're gonna chain one. And you're gonna do so many rounds of just doing one single crochet into each. So you always start from the stitch you just slip stitch into, and work one single crochet into each stitch all the way across. So you're gonna do that for 12 rounds. Okay, so 12 rounds into it. Okay. So 12 rounds, okay? So I'll see you after that 12 rounds. Okay? I'm done with working one single crochet into each stitch all the way across for 12 rounds. So it's looking good, by the way. Okay? So at this point, you already want to put on your stuffing, okay? So let's get some stuffing, okay? So I'm not using stuffing, actually. I'm using yarn scraps. You can use your stuffing or maybe your yarn scraps. So let me just get the stuffing. Or maybe yarn scraps. So I'm just using yarn scraps for now. They don't really have stuffing, so I'm just going to use yarn scraps. Okay, you want to fill until the bottom. Okay, so it depends on you if you already put your stuffing earlier on the bottom, but yeah, I just do it like this. Okay, so I can just strip my finger in there. Just poke it out. And longer finger. So I'll just use this finger. There we go. Oops. Okay. Now the bottom is nice and clear. Now let's stuff in Okay. Well, I have so many yarn caps. So I'm going to stuff that in. I'm just putting them little by little, so it will not really mess the whole thing, the whole pencil. Okay, so, oops. Oops. Okay. Okay. Now I just have to cut out. Okay. Okay, so here I am. I already fixed this. See it? Right here. Oops, it's not. There we go. And don't worry, we can fill it later. But first, I'm gonna go on. We're gonna grab our white yarn. Another one. Okay. And just get the into the whatever. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop that back into there. And now we're gonna chain one with that. So now we're gonna grab our white yarn and straight back here. Pull that blue one nice and tight. Okay. So now we're working on with the white. So just okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to start from the stitch we just slip stitch into. We're gonna work one round of just doing one single crochet into each stitch. I mean not one round. We're doing that for a total of 2 rounds. And yeah, just do one single crochet into each stitch all the way across for 2 rounds in total. We're just gonna cut the blue first, so we can just patch that up. Okay. So just one single crochet into each stitch, all the way across. Okay. So there we go. Now I'm done with that part. Okay. Okay, so here I am. I already done 2 rounds of just doing one single crochet into each stitch. Looking so good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work a decrease, but before that, what we wanna do is we wanna add some more stuff. Okay, so this is the last time we're gonna add some stuff. So we don't really need that much stuffing because you already added so many. If you think you already added too many, you can not stuff it anymore. But if you think it's really good, just leave that on. Okay. So we're just gonna add some more stuffing. Okay. Okay, so now after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little chain 1, and now we're going to do a decrease into each stitch all the way across. Okay. So just for 1 round. Okay. Okay, so here I am. I already slip stitched in today. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna cut our yarn. And now we just have to weave this in. Okay? So we just have to bring that down here. So it can be nice and safe. So I'm just using my crochet instead as a yarn tapestry needle. Oops. That. There we go. Just bring it nowhere. And but this is it's not. I promise you it's not. Just push it. Push the yarn scrap back in. There we go. And that must look like that. So we won't forget our black. So we're just gonna sew on the black for the top for the writing crease. So we're just gonna cut a length. Because we're kind of gonna color in, so it'll seem like it's like stuck there. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna go like over here. So from the bottom, we should go to the top. Okay. So slowly going to the top, like in the bottom here, I guess. And poke out through this hole. Okay. So poke out through that hole. Oops. That mustn't be seen. Now we're gonna bring that like over here from it. There we go. Like that. And just keep on going there all the way to the top, the white part, like that. Okay. There we go. And now we're on the top. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna like go through this one and go out through that other part. There we go. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on and color it. So go here, go back out. Oops. Okay. I'm just gonna put it in here. Very major. Okay. Now we're going to go back in here and back out like that. And back in here and back out. Another part. In there. Just gonna out. There we go. Looking pretty good. Just keep repeating that until you cover this whole part. Okay, there we go. Pretty hard, but it will look very nice when you finish. Okay, there we go. Come on, there we go. Just like that. Here. Okay, hang in there. Just on. And yeah, just colored it. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay guys, so here we are. I already finished sewing that in. Oops, that's just... And our pencil is looking so great now. It's a little mess actually. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of my video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let me show you the difference. My very first pencil, Amigurumi. Can you see the difference? Okay, you can see it, right? I'm sure you can see it. Very, very different. Right, this one's so fat, this one's nice and looking so good. And actually the stitches are pretty big actually. This one's not. Very nice. And yeah, hope you loved watching this video, and yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will always get notified if I ever upload a video. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of my video, guys. So God bless. Bye.